loves, welcome back to my channel, Lady Like Maid. This is Sherry. For my previous vlog, I did made a get ready with me slash vlog type of video about my first day as a US citizen. So now I feel like I need to share to you the process that I did for my N-400 application for my naturalization. I hope this video helps. Let's go ahead and start. As much as I want to help everyone and answer your issues or concerns, I will be able to tell you limited information. I will genuinely tell you my experience, but outside that matter, I won't be able to give you an advice. When I went through my CR1 visa, I made, I think, 2 videos about my experience at St. Luke's for my medical examination and my embassy interview in Manila. 4 years ago? I can't remember. I'm from the Philippines, and when my husband applied for a CR1 visa for me, I made a video of my experiences. From those videos, I observed that many of my viewers were asking questions that are not really related to my case. As much as I want to help everyone, the information that I will give you will be limited in extent. Everyone's case is unique. It varies from age, status, classifications, country, state, do you have kids or not, the whole 9 yards. That is why on this video, I will make sure I will put credible websites on the screen or in the description box for you to read, so make sure to check it out. Back to my naturalization. Around 3rd week of April 2017, I applied for N-400. My husband helped me with everything. N-400 is application for naturalization. Naturalization is how immigrants become citizens of the United States. So we went to www.uscis.gov and read facts that will guide me on our journey. By the way, as I tell you the process, I will also insert video clips from the actual event. Also, if you're wondering about the filing fee of the N-400, it costs $725. There are 10 general steps in the naturalization process. Step 1. Determine if you are already a US citizen. Well, obviously I am not. When I got here last 2014 through my CR1 visa, or also known as Immigrant Visa for a Spouse of a US citizen, I was automatically given a green card since I was already married to my husband for 2 years. A green card holder, permanent resident, is someone who has been granted authorization to live and work in the United States on a permanent basis. Step 2. Determine if you are eligible to become a US citizen. Step 3. Prepare for your Form N-400. It is the application for naturalization. As I have said earlier, I did my N-400 application around 3rd week of April 2017. Step 4. Submit your Form N-400 application for naturalization. This part, you need to be very careful because you need to mail your N-400 in accordance to where you live. Or example, for me, I am a spouse of a current military. I had to send mine to a specific address. A few weeks went by, I received my first letter from the Department of Homeland Security on May 11, 2017. From this letter, I was notified that they received my application. They also wrote about other documents that I need to provide at the time of my naturalization interview. Step 5. Go to the biometrics appointment if applicable. Well, here comes May 19. I received my second letter. This is for my biometrics. From this letter, I was guided where to go, and let me just grab all of the letters that I received from them. I'm sorry I forgot to show this to you earlier, but they wrote here that they accepted my application. They also wrote here the things that I need to provide during my interview, and what else? And then May 19, I received my second letter. This is for the step 5, go to biometrics appointment if applicable. For my second letter, they asked me to go for my biometrics and to bring this one as my appointment notice. For this letter, I was guided where to go, what time should I go, what should I bring, and the whole 9 yards. So my biometrics actually happened May 31st. So at this point, they got my fingerprints and photo. They also gave me my study guide. The whole process was really quick. I finished everything for like 15 minutes. Hi everyone, it is May 31st, 2017, and I just got done with biometrics. So what happened in my biometrics is, when I got there, they handed me a piece of paper. It's form of something, and then I just wrote down the necessary informations that they need from me, and then I was given a priority number. I did the fingerprinting. You don't really need to worry about this process because there will be someone who will assist you. They took a picture of me as a part of my ID someday. But after doing all of the process, they will put the stamp right here that you did the biometrics already. Don't forget to bring your ID. As for me, I brought with me my permanent resident card. After doing the pictures and the fingerprinting, they returned my ID and my form I-797C, plus this application information worksheet. They also gave me this one. This one is preparation for the naturalization test, and so I have to read this. Now I'm just waiting for my schedule for the interview. After I did my biometrics, it's now time to study for my test. So I had 2 months to study. By August 5th, I received my third letter. On my third letter, I was scheduled to be interviewed on the 24th of August. So for the study materials for the civics test, before your interview, you need to study the guide that they ask you to read. Speaking test, your ability to speak in English will be determined by a USCIS officer during your eligibility interview on Form N-400 application for naturalization. Next is the reading test. You must read aloud 1 out of 3 sentences correctly to demonstrate an ability to read in English. For the writing test, you must write 1 out of 3 sentences correctly to demonstrate an ability to write in English. The words that they will ask you to write is also in the materials that they gave you, so don't worry. As long as you read everything in that material, you will be alright. I mean, they're not gonna test you with difficult words. For the civics test, there are 100 civics questions on the naturalization test. During your naturalization interview, you will be asked up to 10 questions from the list of 100 questions. You must answer correctly 6 of the 10 questions to pass the civics test. I'm just giving you facts right here. So for my preparation, I did took advantage of a lot of resources online. I actually installed an app. Let me see if it's still here. I deleted the apps already, but I saw an app that gives me these questions. I mean, you still have to stick to the materials that they gave you, so you need to really read everything. There are questions in there that is specifically made for you to answer based on your state, so you have to think about that. On the 2 months, I also watched a lot of videos here on YouTube, how they do the interview. The hardest part for me, the challenging part for me, to be honest with you, is not the civics test. It's just about trying to recall all of the addresses that I had for 3 years, because we move a lot because of my husband's work. That's the trickiest part for me. I memorized all of those things late, because I didn't really realize that they will ask me those questions. But at the end, I wrote down everything, every addresses that I had. I need to memorize all of those, make sure I remember my number, my husband's number, my SSS number. I tend to forget all those important details. Good thing I went through this interview. If not because of this interview, I won't really take the time to memorize everything, like my previous address and my numbers. We all have different styles of learning. For me, the way I memorized, or not really memorized, but familiarized the civics question is I read everything. I read the material twice, and then I wrote down all of the questions, wrote down all of the answers, and then as the day went by, I just, read maybe 10 questions a day or 20. And that's how I learned, from repetition and from writing. So I did that. Step 6, complete the interview. So I did complete the interview. On that day, the officer gave me a result. She told me that I passed, so I was happy. That was not formal yet. I was not a U.S. citizen yet. She just told me that I completed the interview, and I need to wait for my schedule for my naturalization. Step 7. Receive a decision from the USCIS on your Form N-400 application for naturalization. USCIS will issue you a written notice of decision. Well, as I've told you, I already know that I passed. I didn't know this. I was researching and I found out that there are 3 decisions from the USCIS. It's granted, continued, and denied. Step 8. Take the oath of allegiance to the United States, which you saw on the vlog that I was talking about. Well, I didn't really film the whole thing. I took my oath of allegiance last September 20, and my husband and I went to San Diego. We were there early, but they have this huge line. We have to go there early because we don't know the place. We were there at around 11:30, I think, and then we started falling in line outside. My husband was beside me. By the time we get inside, well, not totally inside, they had to split up the family and the applicants for those who would actually need to take the oath of allegiance. A different line, and I went to a different line because of course I have to take the oath. And then when I got there, they checked my bags. I checked in, and I brought this letter with me, and I think my ID, my passport, I brought that, and my permanent resident card, I also brought that with me. I went there. It was a huge hall. The first level is for the people who needs to take oath of allegiance, and for the second level is all of the family members trying to witness the ceremony. After I checked in, they will guide you to a seating arrangement, and they will give you this one, American flag, and then this envelope. It has a hard envelope for your naturalization, and what else? They also gave me oath of allegiance here. What's this? If also I want to apply for my U.S. passport, they gave this form to me. I still need to apply. Also this one. I was beyond happy that day. I'm in line to get my certificate, I think. And those are the people waiting outside. Step 10. Understanding U.S. citizenship. This is the last step. Now that I am a U.S. citizen, it is a must to know my rights and responsibilities. For the whole process, it actually took, I think 5 months. And it was quick. I was really happy it was quick. I hope this video is informative. Still, don't hesitate to ask questions in the comments below. Check the websites that I will provide in the description box. So I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next one. Bye!